Hey, it's April the 10th, and why am I standing in the shower talking to you? Well, you'll find out in just a minute. All right, here we are. Uh, when Kim and I started really preparing for this RV, we knew we had to sell everything off and all of that. The washer and dryer, which was a very nice, expensive set, we knew we were going to have to keep until we left, because we still need to do clothes. And I ended up coming across this online, and there's a bunch of these out there, different brands, different prices. They all look like they work about the same way. Some of them even look like each other. And anyway, I think it was like $93, somewhere in there. And I went ahead and got it, and because I knew we were going to put one in the RV, keep it in the shower. And I was surprised at how well it worked. And it was enough to where I was like, well, we can go ahead and get rid of this washer and dryer because, if we wait till the last minute, we're not going to get top dollar for it. And at the prices that we paid for it, I'd like to get some of it back. So anyway, got it, and we've been using it ever since. Works really well. I think we've had to go to the laundromat once. That was for some large items. So what I'm going to do is show you how this works. We'll do a small load of whites and let you catch the whole process. Anyway, I'll be right back. I got to get everything set up and we will begin. Okay, here we go. I guess first we'll let you see the controls. One that's got a water inlet there, and over here there's a hose that comes with this that will fit on a lot of your bathroom faucets. It doesn't fit on mine, but to tell you the truth, I just as soon as use the shower head anyway. So anyway, it's got a timer. These are in minutes. I wasn't sure at first, but pretty much are. And then you've got a select switch, and most of the time you're going to be using standard, like it says, just a regular wash, or you turn it to drain the water. And then you've got the spin timer, going up to 5 minutes. And I'll tell you what, this spinner, it will make this stuff come out almost dry. So real happy with that part of it. You've got, when you first get it up, you get it plugged in like we did here, and you take the drain, and we just set it here, just drain out the tub, and it's ready to go now. But we'll go ahead and open this up and start the water going. Oops. All right, so let this put some water in. Let me see, here we go. Normally you just leave it laying in there. And we'll toss in some clothes. You'll learn pretty quick when you're doing it, as to what kind of clothes and how much you can put in and all of that. The real special case is jeans. Don't put a whole lot in with jeans. Most of the time I'll wash the jeans by themselves. Just ends up being a lot easier. Okay, and that's not a super big load, and this one can easily handle this. So, but we'll come right back when the water's ready. Okay, we're back, and the water level looks pretty much ready. The hardest thing about this at first was trying to figure out how much soap to put in it. And the answer ends up being very, very little. And you'll see that. I'm going to show you how much for this that I'm going to put in. Let's see if that's enough. And that's the best way, is to try it a little bit first and then get it agitating, and that'll tell you. I'm going to put just a hair more. All right, I'm going to let this run about 10 minutes and then we'll start at it again. Okay, we're back. It's finally finished, so we can go ahead and turn this to drain. And it'll start draining. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and I gotta get this out of here. And we'll go ahead and start rinsing some of this in the spinner. And both of these things can run at the same time too, by the way. I didn't even know that at first. So now, that little piece I pulled out goes on top and you push it kind of down on it. And sometimes it'll be off center. You'll have to open it up and sort everything around a little bit and try it again. But we'll find out here in a second. So get this out of the way. I just put it on a little bit first to see if it'll, yep, it's settled in, no problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it about 3 minutes. That's about all that'll take. Jeans and stuff, I tend to go 4 and 5. Some of the heavier items, sweatshirts, kind of a thing. But these will come out really dry. Can't show you that though. Anyway, we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Okay, it's just about done here. One thing I forgot to tell you was if you open this lid while this is running, it will, for safety reason, stop. And you can just close it and go back to it. And there we go, as it cycles down. So it's still going right now, and then here's what it'll do. Boom, it stopped immediately. So take this out. You could almost wear this sock now. Wow, this is crazy. That too. And that's just 3 minutes. Now, all I'm doing is a rinse cycle, and what I was doing was just taking the clothes out, wringing it by hand, putting it back in, filling it back up, doing another. And sometimes you have to do that a couple times to get all this stuff out. So when I tried this worked the best. I could pretty much just spin it once, throw it in the rinse cycle. I throw in the fabric softener then, and everything, it comes out really well. You can also do, you could add the soap and the fabric softener. You could do that in the same one, of course. I just wasn't crazy about that, and but I will when we get on the road because save water. So right now I don't have to. Let's put this next section in. And there we go. And let's hope it's still balanced when it starts. Yep. Balanced out. It usually does, but now and then it can really knock you around. So, all right, we'll be back again after this. Okay, that cycle got done, and meanwhile I've been adding some water, and already added the fabric softener, and just like the soap, you don't need to add a whole lot. So let me go ahead and move this over to the water. Alright, get it all wet again. And generally for this cycle, for the rinse and the fabric softener, I'll usually let it run about 5-6 minutes, and then when it's done I'll usually let it sit for a few minutes. But you don't have to. I just want to give that fabric softener more time. So let's let that finish setting up, and we'll run it and we'll come back. All right, we're back now. I've gone ahead and started the water draining and taken several items out and put it in the spinner, so it's running now. When they get done, of course, go ahead and get these in there, and it'll be it. It's all finished after that. And we just hang them. We've got a couple of portable drying racks, and especially on a day like today, it's kind of windy outside. Those things will dry really fast. And I've noticed, like I said, since I started doing it this way, the clothes is a lot softer, because some of them, I was getting some jeans that you put them on and you think you're the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz, you know. So, but now it's a lot better, a lot softer clothes. So, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's a ZENY. I'll put a link of it to it up in the description and up on Amazon. And but you know, you can go up and look around, and you're going to find tons of these out there in varying prices. But always, like I do, read the reviews and check the questions that people ask too, because sometimes you'll find out some interesting stuff that way that might make your decision one way or the other. So when this is all done, of course, I usually leave both lids open for a little while, let it kind of dry out, and then you just come back and you take that drain hose and you just hook it up right there, and then you take the cord, and it's got the place to wrap it back here on the back, and it's good to go. And it's not real heavy, not real heavy at all. So in the house, we use it here in the shower, and then we take it out, and there's a small hallway and a wall there right next to the bathroom, and that's where we keep it stored when while we're waiting to use it. So, but anyway, that's it. Any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. All right, we will talk to everybody later.